Because then it thinks you have that blotchy look. Because you're gonna have blood clots, right? We have zombie blood over there. We're not gonna use it right now. We're just gonna use regular blood today. But it's literally black. Looks like oil.
Right. That's nice. I like it. I think we should use it.
You want to?
Yeah, we can. Why not? Use a zombie cartridge, right?
Sure, we can pour it all down the side of his face. Clean it up.
I wasn't gonna spray that, but if you want just to
Go
show
ahead,
them.
spray it. Yeah, spray it. When you're doing a burn, most people forget that there's soot involved in a burn. So they'll do this big, huge blister and look awesome, and then the rest of their face is white. That don't work out. What happened? You were in a fire, and you just went like this real quick?
A lot of the young kids that they put their makeup on themselves for Shocktoberfest, they do the whole
So we came up with this
nothing
because
on
it's
the
a
neck,
flat
nothing
black.
on the chin, nothing
There's
on
no
the ears.
sparkle.
So
there's
you're
no
like,
shine.
what you do? Dip
It's
yourself
flat,
in a bucket
just
of
like
paint?
soot. I mean, it's just like soot. I don't know if this is. I use the coloring
If
usually.
you're doing makeup on somebody else, think about what you're doing. I'm not gonna just, and he's gonna go, oh, you know, and he's gonna blink his eye. I'm gonna tell him what I'm doing. I'm gonna cover his eye, especially with an airbrush. You start painting someone's eyes with their airbrush, you hit that airbrush in right here, and they're like, you know, so be nice to the person you're putting makeup on. Tell them what you're gonna do. Where you're gonna poke a paintbrush up their nose. You know, say, hey, I'm putting a paintbrush right here at your nostril, so just bear with me for a minute. You know, tell
They're
them.
sitting there with their eyes closed and you're airbrushing them. You're gonna do their eyes. Touch their eye first, so they know they're gonna do it. Now you're gonna do it.
Say right
So they
eye,
get that little
left
blink
eye.
out of the way.
All right, turn that way a little bit. I don't want a lot, so I'm gonna try and do this real delicately. And I don't wanna paint the wings for you.
Here, just have him stand up.
I did that to my brown suede leather jacket that I wear for myself with white yesterday. I was spraying him and I'm going, I look and there's my jacket right behind him. I'm like, shit. Sure that I got white spots all over my jacket.
That's what's in now.
This is gonna feel cold. Compressed air in a can. It's cold. Put your head down. It's gonna take a little bit of trial and error here. First, I gotta make sure I hit where I wanna hit and not up here.
Not in your own eye.
And I
Or in
can't,
mine.
and I can't really. That's why airbrush is so much better, because you can control,
Yeah, control it.
how it comes out. This is one shot, and that's what I get. I can't control that.
Do it. My face will be black.
See there, I got it too much. That's too much.
Trying to block the top.
But see, now what did I do? I made a mistake. What's that? Doesn't look right, right? So now you're gonna have to close your eye, just like that. Yeah, don't squint. I'm gonna spray your right eye, so don't squint on me, all right? So now I have to readjust and find out a way, figure out something to do to hide that line.
Can you turn your head? Okay.
See how it goes on, well, the hairspray kind of goes on glossy, but then it dries flat. The hair color goes on flat.
Yeah.
And I said before we went through a case of it, because it's such a burn.
Stay standing or?
I'll sit down if you want. I'm gonna see if I can move that with my finger. Look, I can.
So that'd be interesting with this black blood. It's really.
See that? Line's gone. When you use your fingers after applying makeup,
Find a tissue.
you don't,
Could you stay still,
it's
please?
you're like caressing, you're not rubbing. Like again, you can always push harder. You can't fix that if you ruin it by pushing too hard. Just be very gentle with it, spread it around. You can always push harder if you have to. we see a lot of the kids at Shocktoberfest, they want to go with green, black, and red on their face, and till they're done, they've been smearing it around so much that they become a brown face, and they think they look good. And they,
See, I'm just putting it in the cut and letting it go down itself.
if you can position yourself or your model in a way that the blood that you're using runs out naturally, it works. Do so. If some guy like Brian yesterday had his arms cut open, so I had him stand there like normal, and I started the blood at the top of his cut, big blob of it on the brush, and dripped it in there, and I let it do its thing. It makes it look natural, as opposed to trying to put it here, there, and everywhere. You end up making the whole thing bloody. Technically, you look at it then and go, well, how did that get so bloody?
We have you grab the real blood out of the thing.
Huh?
Can you grab the real blood out of the thing?
The red blood.
Yeah, it's better to come. Yeah, it's nice running out of his face right here.
You guys give him a secret on when you put latex or stericone over hair? What's
Yes,
yours?
I have. My brother right here, Brian Morris, I've put a brow piece on him before and went to rip it off and his eyebrow came with.
This,
Pulls
glue
there,
stick.
going.
We tried a glue stick actually.
How you feeling now?
Yeah, we tried a glue stick on him. And I don't know, maybe it's his eyebrows are too thin or whatever, but it ripped half of his eyebrow off.
Too late.
Well, of course you don't have a problem.
These were plugged back in the 70s and haven't grown back. But they use, like my husband's
My arms,
and
yeah.
stuff, glue stick. You can use Vaseline, but then glue doesn't really stick that well. I use glue stick. You wouldn't let it
Take
dry.
over that blister with
Because
this.
I hope like this on Friday. Glue stick all over. Well,
When we were confirmed that we were gonna do these panels for you guys down here,
I almost did one.
we didn't wanna bring down our makeup and use it on you guys and show you what our makeup is, because we've been using it, so it's crappy, there's a makeup case with a bunch of stuff in it. We went out and bought new stuff to show you guys the cheap stuff that you can buy and use and create the effects that you're gonna create. You don't have to, all these things cost like $1, $2 each. Bought at AC Moore. I don't know if there's AC Moores around here.
Yeah.
Simple little things. Stack, I love these little stacks. Because when you use this kind of stuff, you're not gonna, if you're gonna do this if you wanna make yourself look like that for the night, you're not using all that.
No.
So you use it over and over again. These stacks stay neat, airtight, and professional.
And they should last
Right.
quite some time. Because that's
This
what
makeup
goes
right
on.
here is really cheap makeup. Meaning it's cheap on your wallet and it's cheaply made. But it works because most makeup is just color. It's the base, the latex that's important. The paint, if you're using airbrush, you can't just use regular airbrush paint, you have to use makeup paint so that it doesn't hurt your skin. Little things like these. I find little things like this all the time, I buy them. I don't know when I'm gonna use it.
Crayon
But
stick.
they're little,
Crayon stick.
yeah, little crown sticks. My little brother Teeter loves neon. He's all full of neon, so those are his. When I'm gonna use them, I don't know, but I bought them.
Crayon stick.
These I bought in the candy section. Yep, at AC Moore. They're for pouring chocolate. Ice trays, cardboard, paper, block of wood, whatever you can put makeup on that you're gonna use, just be aware that when you're done, you're gonna throw that away. So